Most of y'all heard by now. It was a tragic shooting on the Brooklyn subway yesterday morning. Um, they saying it wasn't a terrorist act, all this other stuff like that. I'm gonna get into that in a second. But they caught the guy today, named Frank James. I feel bad, you know what I'm saying, for the people that's wounded and injured. Hope for a speedy recovery. Thankfully, nobody passed away. Um, and you know, we can all learn from this as far as just being, head on a swivel and knowing surroundings. Sometimes you just can't really avoid tragic events like this. But now to the crux of the issue I have with our politicians and our media and things of that such. Uh, this was a 62-year-old gentleman, pretty much a senior citizen. They let a senior citizen just skate right on through. No cops was on the subway platform when he went there and carried out his heinous act. Where was the cops? In 2019, there was a proposal for them to have more cops in the city's subway stations and platforms and things of that such nature. But the AOCs and all these progressives X that. Nah, we don't need more cops on the trains. Everything's good. Now they want to be proactive instead of reactive and say, okay, we're going to add more cops on the train after this incident happens. So the train riders going to work, going to school, got to wear masks on the train, but they can't arm themselves. Shout out to all the open carry states, the Floridas, the Tennessees, the Texas, the Arizonas, the Ohio, I can go on and on and on. About 24, 25 states open carry. Shout out to y'all, man. Wish my state was like that. But see, what happens when you're so anti-gun, so against guns, people are literally walking victims. Or on a train, in this instance, victims automatically just because they're not armed. Citizens don't have the way to protect themselves because there's no police down there and they don't have firearms to protect themselves from incidents like this. So you so anti-gun that this causes criminals who don't care about gun laws to perform these acts. It's simple as that. You want to have no bail. You want to have repeat offenders get out 4, 5, 6, 7 times until something like this happen. And you want to, okay, the 8th time we got him this time. He never ever getting out this time. Proactive instead of reactive, man. Simple as that. I mean, you won't hear about this possibly by next week. This story will be done. Move on to something else. But just like they did in Wisconsin, when the dude ran over the Christmas parade goers, or just like it was an alleged extremist on Capitol grounds in D.C. who mowed down a Capitol police officer. This was after January 6th incident happened. Speaking of January 6th, we hear that about that. We still hear about that to this day. But if it's a story that don't go against that narrative, they sweep it under that little political rugs, man. So I blame the rhetoric from these progressive lefts and these Democrat politicians specifically because they want to blame the white man and they want to divide us and they don't want to preach fatherhood and working hard and arming yourself to protect you and your family. They want to promote this victimhood mentality of the oppressor and the suppressor. And if you look on this guy Frank James YouTube, it was all kind of divisive rhetoric about the mayor Eric Adams, the race, the homeless people, all kind of stuff he was talking about and rambling about. But me, my little old page, my videos get struck and took down. And his up. As of yesterday, his videos were still up. They might be gone today. I don't know. I ain't checked today. Like I said, specifically the progressive lefts. Joe Biden used to be a moderate Democrat. Now all these progressives pushing him far, far left. And his mind is off. He already 50 years in politics. He don't need no more of this stuff in his head. That's why our nation is like it is. He getting pulled from every direction. I don't know if Obama running this, if the progressive running this nation. I don't know who running this nation. And back to what I was saying about the terrorist thing. Oh, we can't say if it's a terrorist act yet. We can't call it a terrorist act yet. Allegedly, supposedly, the FBI had him on a terror watch list. Allegedly. Look that up. I heard stories that he was and wasn't. So, but let the bad white man do something. The Asian massage parlor. Oh, January 6th. That's domestic terrorism. The bad white man. But if the race don't fit the narrative, oh, we don't know about terrorists. It could be the same exact heinous crimes. Anybody can do a crime. White, black, it don't matter your race, gender, religion, creed, your background, immigrant, non-immigrant, you can do a crime. Call a spade and stop dividing us. Like I said before, it's us versus them. And until we figure that out, until we learn that, until we all get on the same page, we will continue to have things like this happen and continue to let them run all over us and make promises and break them promises they making us. I'm done, man.